everywhere, no matter where you are, there is somebody that you can talk to that knows more than you, that has gone to school for this, that you can talk to and that can reflect back. And finding those, and then finding a therapist that would help me to see what was going on, because incest and sex abuse is such a big, gnarly word. And you're like, no, but that's not true. But when I try to have sex with someone, I do punch them in the face, so like, but when I do this, I do have this. And then that led me down a path that is never ending. It's not like you wake up one day and you like, I don't think these things anymore.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's
like
just,
it's an
you
ongoing
have
thing that you have to check in with, like
right.
all the time.
But you get taught, like it used to be that my first thought was the real thought. And now I know I've had enough work on myself and enough trust that I can pay attention to the third thought, the eighth thought.
Yes. Which is really important, I think. And something also that we've mentioned on here before too, which is that it's very easy for us to over-identify with our thinking, over-identify with our feelings.
Because my first thought is always, they hate me. They hate
right,
me.
exactly.
They
And
hate
then
me.
your second thought is, I'm not so bad.
Oh my God. If I identify with my feelings, I would be like, I wouldn't get anything to, I mean, I have to do everything. I have to pretend I am this person that other people, I am not. How are you so confident? Like, what? And when I met this guy that is the love of my life, I had to like do this, like he was so together and beautiful, and like this beautiful combination of a weird cocktail of things that would require me to be attracted to a guy. And like, I was like, I can't, no, I'm not. And it's like, no, you are. You've done all that stuff. And even that part of you that got told that they're not this, and there's things. And then you talk about the physical manifestation of stuff that happens with trauma. Like you were talking about the vagal nerve. I've been doing a thing. Well, I went to a pelvic floor physical therapist.
What?
Which is for my vagina, because I had had so much trauma happen. And when I say trauma, I'm talking about, it could be physical trauma. It could be just the threat. It could be being titillated by something, it's true. Trying to corral me is hard. You can, I'm very corrallable if you tell me. But like the physical manifesting of it happened. And then there's the emotional, and like putting all that together, I think consistently. But like the vagal tone, that I've just belly breathing to teach my that it can get longer, because it's diaphragm.
But
like,
what you're talking,
what's the vagus tone?
The vagus nerve. So yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier. And it's kind of the longest nerve that runs through our body, runs through our spine. But what you're talking about overall is mindfulness practices, and being able to not over-identify with our thinking, so that when we have a first thought, we don't automatically assume that that's the truth or reality. And we allow ourselves to take a breath, to mindfully, kind of help to regulate our system, as we then also continue to consider alternative narratives for ourselves, and be able to then use those as the script for us. And that's what helps to continue regulating, so that we then can also find ways of actively responding to our lives, instead of just constantly reacting and kind of hyped up in a way that continues to perpetuate a lot of irrational thinking and continues to keep the trauma alive.